Welcome to this video. See how to refresh a data set after a column gets deleted from the original data source. So suppose you have a data set which is having 5 columns, and in the second data set we are getting, and the refresh data set we are getting only 3 columns. That means one column got deleted. So if you come to this scenario, when you refresh the data, you will get an error that the table is not found. So how you can overcome that error and you can allow that 4 columns to get loaded and get the data, we will see in this video. How to do it is using M language. That means you have to go to advanced editor, and in the advanced editor there will be a list of commands which automatically Power BI will get done, and that code you need to change, and you have to add 2 lines of code. That means you need to add an empty table, and you have to combine the empty table with the promoted headers, which has already been done in the Power BI. So first you need to go to the transform data, and you have to select the advanced editor for M language, and there will be a code for promoted headers. You have to write these 2 codes under the promoted headers. You have to create this empty table. This is the code for creating the empty table. Creating the table, you need to write hash table, and you have to write the column names under braces, and this is the values to be written. And here, since we are creating the empty table, we are not giving any values. So you have to close the table, and then you have to combine this table with the promoted head. We will see how it works. We will take an example, and this example will be an advanced example because here we are going to clean the data also. So we need to create it 2 times. So already we are having a data set. We have a data set of orders, and that orders came from this Excel sheet, which we are having almost all the columns which is needed. And in the second Excel sheet, we are going to take away this region table and certain other columns. But in this data set, everything is fine. We will do some visualization using this. We will create a table, and we will take the product name, and we will get the profit of it. Next, we will take the card, and we will place a profit, a value of profit to it. We will create a pie chart, and in that pie chart, we will select the mode, or we'll select the shipment mode, and we will select with respect to the profit. And then we can get the order priority, and with respect to order priority, we can see how much profit they have on. So this much of visualizations we have done using the current data set. Now we will change the data set, and we will see whether it is working or not. So first we will change the data set in the folder, and we are going to give the new data set, that is this Excel sheet. And here we have certain columns for delete, and here there was an region table, region column got deleted because here in the previous one, the current one which we are using, here we got region in between product, margin and state, and here we have deleted that. And this quantity order no, this also we deleted here in this table. So there are a couple of changes which we have done in this new table. We will try to refresh the data, and we will see how it is going correctly or what error you are going to get. So we have changed the data, and we will refresh it. Column 22 of the table wasn't found. That means what it is telling that, okay, this might be the column 22. This data was not found. That means regions table is not found, because region should have come here. This in between these 2 columns, this column was not found. So how to rectify this and get the details from it? Because sometimes after the client might change the data type, and the client might change the entire data structure itself and try to give the new order. So we need to do the visualization with respect to that. So how we can do that? And we can go to transform data, to go to the source, go to this. So this was the previous table which we tried, and we will try the current table, that is this one. And when we see here, and when we go to the change type, of course we are getting column 22 error, the same error which we got when we refreshed it. So you can come back to the promoted headers. You can see we have 2 promoted headers here. First we will come to the first header, because we have done certain cleaning in this data. So you can see this is not clean data, but still we have the advanced editor, and we can go to the M, And here we can see there is promoted header, and after the promoted header, we can see there is a code written about the table. So this was the table which got loaded from the original data set. So that means here there were no columns, the name and everything was like total mess because it is like this same data we are getting it here. So you need to frame an empty table with all these column headings, and you need to combine the table with these headers. So in M language, this is almost like C language. You can give to hash to slash and you can write the comment. So here what we are going to do is that join an empty table. So what we will do is you can type it as empty equals this is you can give hash, and that is for creating table. Creating table, you need to create a table like this hash and give a brace, and for column and header you need to give brace, and you can give the headers. Instead of writing the headers, we can copy and paste this because this much of headers are there. You have to go till the end until this header, only this name you need to take. The remaining we will delete it. You can go here and we can paste it here. And this data type, you need to delete it. Only the column names we need to take. So we deleted till the last column and we can close the brace. Now we need to give the values for it. So we can put a comma, and now we are going to give the empty table. So no values we are giving. We are just closing the empty table. Now what you can do is that we can combine, because we can get the table and combine. There is a command table dot combine, and we can combine this promoted headers and this empty table. So what we are doing is open and view hash promoted headers, comma, empty. So initial thing is over. We have combined these two and we have taken this column. We have rectified the problem in this column, but still we need to rectify here because here they have given the new name. So we have to check and see whether it is working. And go here. Why this error is shown is because the control came to the last wait step. What we have done is when gone to the promoted headers, then we have created an empty table and we have combined the promoted headers with the empty table. So now till here it is fine, it is okay. And here it is changed. This step we can delete it and we can do it in the last. This is just to change the data type. We will change the data type in the end. We will delete this step, and remaining other data cleaning transformation things which we have done in the first table itself, removing these columns and the null values and making this column as the priority. And yeah, till here came correctly. Now here this will get. So what we can do here is we can check everything is correct here. You can see here things are not correct because they haven't given the column name. It is still as column 22. So you have to change it and give the column name here, because 3 columns got deleted from the previous table, and we can give the name of these 3 columns if you need. Otherwise we can leave it like this, but this next problem is not with respect to the table names. Okay, we can go and change it. We can go to the advanced editor. The same way you can go to this header and we can join an empty table with it. If we haven't cleaned anything, if the data was cleaned, only one step was necessary. Now since why we are doing 2 steps is because in this the data was not correct and we needed to clean the data, so we are giving the same in 2 steps. So here we can give it as empty1 equals to hash table, and you can give the column names of this table. So row ID, starting with this row ID till order ID, you can give it there because we are creating almost similar table with empty data. You can take out this data type. So we have deleted all the data types here. We need to close this brace, and then we can give the values. Values should be empty. So we can close the table. Now we can write code for combining. Combine1 equals to table dot combine, and we can give that first You have to give the two prices and you have to give the promoted one and then empty one, and we will see whether it is working. So we got the promoted headers and here we have done the empty table and we have combined it here. So everything is working properly. So here we can see the region. These were the columns which got deleted. And here we have got the columns restored and the values will be none here. But we are not getting any errors. Next step is to just detect the data type and hope we are getting the data type because we have used the column profit and we have to change the data type to decimal number, and we will see how the second table is working. We can close and apply. So these were the values of the first table. Now we will see how the second table values is changing. Yeah, without any error, it got changed. The only problem is certain columns were missing. And if you select those columns in this second time, see earlier region was there. Now I don't think the region, it will be fully null. If you select the pie chart and if you select region in that and if you select profit for that region. Okay, region will be totally null because it is blank and the first data set it was fine. They were having values. But the second data set got deleted and we don't have any problem. Only thing is that all the deleted columns will be shown as null here. So in this way, we can overcome the situation of getting the columns getting deleted when you get refreshed. If the client is providing the new data set where the column is not there, but if they have deleted the column, you can still visualize the data by changing just 2 lines of code in advanced editor, that is in language. So hope this will be helpful for you. Thank you. Have a nice day.